Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare with Tsquare Talks. I hope everybody's about ready to have a great weekend. We got a kind of package to open. I guess, it's packaged to some of you guys that don't know what's in here. This was a collection that I just recently picked up from someone within the last couple days. Timing, we saw a little uptick, but I got a great deal because this was a person that sold this. Basically dwindling his collection down a little bit, wanted to put some money to a couple other things, and still believing in silver, said, hey, I'm going to do something else later, but for right now, I'm going to take some profits, sell a little bit, and I got a great deal on it. So with that being said, we're going to take a look in here. A lot of people ask me, wow, you are so lucky finding the great deals. This was definitely a awesome deal to find because all of this I got literally, I think it came out to spot, if not 25 cents over spot. So you can't really beat that. And technically it was spot because we had that uptick today. Where everything just jumped. Why did it jump? So it looks like the Fed did go up. They did another 0.25% hike. Supposedly this is the last one, but we're going to see if it really is. One of the things I found interesting that I'm going to show you guys in just a second, if I can find it, which one it was. We're going to take a look at each one. Probably adjust my camera just a little bit so I can pull it in a little closer and you guys can kind of see a little bit better what's in here. My phone was broke for like literally a week, so that was kind of a downer. So the videos that I showed, I had like 2 days where I didn't post a video, but I kind of utilized that for the live stream and stuff. But I got it back. Everything here, this is going to blow your mind. So some of this stuff he actually got from me a while back. And by a while back, I mean literally back when we were talking about Dogecoin, Peacock, and Shiba. So he bought this way back when this stuff was like $19 an ounce. So pretty cool steal there. I know this bar, we had talked a little bit about this. It says 230, but here's the thing. The person that actually bought that at 230 ended up selling it, and then it ended up making its way to me. And then I said, you know what, I can give you the deal at, what I paid. I paid $19 an ounce, so it was $190. I said, if you want, you can have that one for $190. I said, don't mind the $230. I said, somebody took the loss on it because they sold. Well, when you think about this bar picking it up at $190 and now selling it for 26 roughly, 25, 26, pretty sweet deal for everybody, and I'm happy with that. This happens to be an Engelhard bar, and I had mentioned this bar to him because this is one of the brands that a lot of people like, this brand bar, because it's old. Me personally, I prefer newer bars, but I can definitely understand why people like them. Because it's a really old style bar, an old company that's been around for a long time. But what I find most interesting is 230. Think about that. 238 bucks. You ain't touching a 10-ounce bar of silver now at 230. Companies, the bigger bullion companies, the cheapest I can find them right now at roughly 270-ish. That's the cheapest I've seen them. 280-ish. Some companies, insane prices. That's why I tell people, be careful at this point. Right now, we got demand. We've been lucky. It slowed a little bit, I think, because people are getting tired of paying it. Especially the people like maybe me and you, or at least me and some of you, that have been stacking since this stuff was $17, $16. I mean, I remember buying a bunch when it was $16. And now we're paying $30. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, I read the comments and they say, you need to get them numbers out of your head because you're going to look back at these numbers and be like, darn, I wish I had picked up more. There's another Engelhard bar, but this one's tarnished up and stuff. But still, beautiful bar. Really nice when you get them. I'm not a big, like I said, I'm not a big fan of that. In fact, out of all my favorite bars, probably be this one in here. It's shiny. I like the shinies. So this happens to be a Scottsdale 10-ounce bar. Pretty nice bar on this. A couple of these I may trade off. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? I actually have one of these already. This one, an AppMax bar. I'm not a fan of seeing companies on there. And the reason being, if I try to make a trade with someone on this bar, the first thing they're going to do is look up this. I'm not their AppMax spokesperson. In fact, personally, I don't even use them. I think they're high priced. And I didn't like when they canceled all the orders for people. Because they said that they basically made a mistake with their inventory. I will never forget that. But who knows? I mean, down the road, maybe their company would be sold to somebody else and maybe there'll be a good deal. But, you know, I find it interesting what's going on with silver right now. There are people out there that are cashing in some because they basically, I'm going to show you guys another collection here in the next couple of days. I don't know when I'll post the video, but essentially that some people that believe that, hey, this stuff's peaked. This is it, because now it is official. Silvertown bar, pretty cool bar there. It's another 10-ounce bar. I do like this one because they believe that this is it. The Fed cannot raise interest rates anymore. We have came to the complete top, and from here, we've got to lower interest rates. And as soon as they lower interest rates, this stuff could really take off. Now, nobody really knows what could happen. Nice variety of bars there. This one is a Engelhard, but a different design. So pretty cool there. Nobody really knows exactly what's going to happen. I love, like I said, I'm a firm believer in this stuff. I think that this stuff can only continue, is probably only going to continue to climb up in price. Can it take a pullback? Absolutely. Can it take a big pullback? I don't worry about that. And anytime you can pick up some deals, pick them up where you can. Talk to people. I don't know. I told you guys this. Unfortunately, when my phone broke, the guy had called me up. I talked to an old man at Domino's probably about a week and a half ago. He said he'd call me. He said we were talking about the prices going up on everything. We talked about the money losing value, and he told me he had a bunch of silver coins at his house. And I said, give me a call. And I gave him my name and number, and maybe we can meet up and talk about it if you want to sell some. He called me up at lunchtime one day, and then my phone broke right after that. So I didn't get to call him back after lunch, and I haven't heard from him now in a week, but I did just get my phone back. So I'm hoping tomorrow will make the 1 week. I will call him up tomorrow or Saturday and say, hey, can I meet up with you if you want and take a look at what you got? I'm hoping he's got some good stuff because he's an older man. This is a 5-ounce bar, just so you guys know. He's an older man, and he could have some really cool stuff. And he didn't even, you know, he don't know what prices are. I mean, I'm not going to take advantage of them. But what I'm going by that is, you know, when you tell someone the price you're looking to pay and you show them the spot price, I mean, they don't look at premiums because they don't really mess with this stuff. And I've got to look for good deals, especially right now where I've slowed down on buying because the price is just so high and the premiums are so high. So we got some different Ohio Precious Metals bars. This one I find interesting. Be My Valentine, please. 1985. Man, I was little at that point. It's an old bar. Is that 85? Yeah, 1985. A national bar. People gave these bars a lot. Oh, Canadian. Produced in Canada. And Northwest Territory. So neat little 5 ounces there. Let's see. Everything else pretty much left is going to be 1 ounce stuff, it looks like. So we got another ounce. So that would be another one, another one, another one. Putting these bars. I can't stand bars personally, the 1 ounce bars. Those will basically go on the top of my trade pile right now. Another bar. 5, 6. Kind of looking through here, see what's here. 7. Oh, that's a cool one. Stagecoach. Oh, look at that. Breakdown in 4. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So we got 8, 9, and I guess 10. So we got another 10. I'm trying to count my ounces real quick. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Darn, did I miscount something? 75. Uh-oh. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Yeah, so there's 80 ounces right there, and then there should have been 8 singles. And okay, so I didn't miscount. Okay. Yeah. So should have been 88 in all. So pretty cool. Nice little stack. I mean, nothing super duper fancy. At the time, this collector, he was just a stacker. He wanted to have a little bit of mixed stuff in case stuff started to go astray. And essentially, you know, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with silver. I mean, look at it. It just went up again the other day. I think we're going to continue to see it climb. Could we see a pullback? It's a question I get asked all the time. Do you think we're going to see a pullback? So a pullback is actually possible, in my opinion, if the stock market crashes. With the economy the way it is, really on the rocks, in my opinion, we could see a pullback. How much of a pullback is going to be the question. Realistically, if we see it go back down to 24, I'm talking 24 flat. You see anything in the 23s, I don't think it's sustainable. 24 is about the lowest I think it could go, and actually be able to pick it up for, because as it goes too low, could we see another what we saw during the whole pandemic where it went down to 11? I mean, anything's possible when it comes to paper, but when it comes to physical, you're not going to, in my opinion, see physical silver go down under $23 at this point. I'm sorry. I know some people hate to hear that. They think that we're hyping up fear and we're trying to promote sales of silver. I ain't trying to promote it. I'm showing you guys why I believe in it, what I think is going to happen. And eventually, these people that are going to miss out, here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to miss out. They're going to see the price keep climbing higher and higher and higher. And then all of a sudden, they're going to feel left out. When silver hits $35, $40, they're going to really feel bad. And then if they're not in it, they're going to start buying again at 40, 45, 50. Will it keep going? It could. We don't know. Nobody really knows the top. I think true value on silver right now, I think true value should be easily $100 silver. And that's if you don't see gold go up a whole lot higher. And that's not going to happen, because the truth of the matter is, when we have like a boom, generally we see gold creep up and silver really skyrocket up. And that's why you see the gold silver ratio really get crushed down lower. Right now, you know, the gold silver, you got the ratio, what, 80, roughly 80 to 1, I think, give or take. You've got it coming out of the ground at what, 15 to 1, 12 to 1, depending on who you listen to. I mean, let's just say 20 to 1. I mean, so if you say 20 to 1, that's being generous. We're not taking into account the geology of the world, of the actual geology reports. So let's just say it comes out of the ground 20 to 1. I mean, the price then, in my opinion, should be 20 to 1, which would make silver $100. Now, some people say, oh, that can never happen. Well, you can't when you have a COMEX that's severely manipulated. We've shown proof of manipulation. Big companies, big banks understand that. They've been spoofing the market for years, and eventually they're going to get caught up. And I really think silver is going to be the next GameStop. I've mentioned it a couple times. I've seen articles written on it. I really think that the movement behind silver is incredible right now. And as that continues to happen, more people are going to want to get in, and then eventually they won't be able to, and they'll be priced out. Can you imagine if you ever had to pay $50 an ounce for one of these after the premiums? It would be insane. And then I hear people say, oh, nobody would buy it. Yeah, they would. The new people will still buy it. People are buying Bitcoin right now at $30,000. So it only makes sense that they'll buy silver at 50. They're buying gold at 2,000 still. You know, I've slowed down on buying silver, but I've slowed down on buying it because the premiums are just too high. If the premiums come down, even if, you know, let's just say silver shoots up to 27 and it's $30 an ounce. Well, you're a whole lot closer. You know, you're talking $3 premium. I can stomach that, even though I might be paying more. You know, even if silver goes to 40 and the premiums, we'll say $5, you're close. When you've got silver trading today at, I think it broke 26, but let's just say the last time I looked, I think it was 86, 25.86. And yet dealers, some of them want insane premiums. I mean, that's just nuts to me. So with that being said, I've slowed down on buying. Someone's going to say, well, you just bought here and you bought it. You said you bought 2 collections. So the other collection I'm going to show you. But here's the thing. I bought this from an individual. This all came from an individual, which means the premiums on that are obsolete because they're not a big company. It's someone that needed money. And I always tell people this. In my personal opinion, if you can't get spot price for your silver or gold, you should not be selling. There's no excuse to take under spot. I've heard dealers say, and this blows my mind, oh, I can do $1 back. No. Either you give me spot or I ain't selling it. Spot is manipulated to the core, and yet they want to offer it. I don't know if they know what's going on or if they look the other way and then they're going to sell it for a huge astronomical price. But that's my thoughts on this. This video ran a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but it's something to think about. You should have no reason why you can't get spot price for your silver. There's always someone out there. It may be a person. You would be shocked how many people around you are interested in silver and either don't know how to get in on it or they just haven't done it yet because they're scared and they don't really know. And you could be the person that could talk to them about it. But I understand you start talking to too many people and then, you know, you become, when you look at your risk assessment, you could become a target if you talk to too many people. But that's, each person is going to have their own risk assessment, their own way of handling their silver and stuff and what they do with it. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up there because I don't want to go over 20 minutes. It's already a little longer than I like to do, but another 88 ounces to add to the stack. I will show you guys that other collection probably next week, maybe over the weekend, but who knows. And with that being said, please, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you guys again on Tsquare Talk and another nice stack. I really like this bar. My favorite one, I think, out of all of them, though. I don't know. Let me know what bar was your favorite. So you never know. 10,000 subs coming up. So thanks for watching, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.